Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
Big Kirk 916, getting down with another fresh out Prison Talk. Now this story right here is gonna really strike hard and move your emotions, because this guy, Vincent Simmons, spent 44 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. And the women that accused him of the crime have showed no sympathy for their lying. They sent this man away for 44 years and talk about they're still traumatized when it was all lies.
Spends 44
Check it out.
years in prison, and the two women who lied about him show absolutely no remorse.
Back in 1977, Vincent Simmons was just taking a walk through a park when police arrested him out of nowhere. He was taken, along with 6 other men, for a lineup, and tragically, he was the one the girls picked. Turns out, 2 14-year-old white twins, Karen and Sharon Sanders, had claimed that a black man had assaulted them on a remote back road. They said they met a black man at a bar while hanging out with their cousin, Keith Laborde, and offered him a ride. They claimed that after getting into the car, the man pulled a knife, forced them into the trunk, and then attacked them. And despite Simmons having an alibi backed by multiple witnesses, he was still found guilty. In the end, Simmons was sentenced to 100 years in prison with no chance of parole. While locked up, Simmons never stopped fighting to prove his innocence, but every request was denied. It wasn't until 1993, 16 years later, that he finally got copies of the hidden documents. Those files revealed shocking facts. Medical reports showed Sharon Sanders' hymen was intact, and neither of the twins had any bruises or signs of physical assault. The real story? The twins lied, trying to cover up inappropriate behavior with their cousin. Finally, in 2022, at 70 years old, Vincent Simmons walked free. No apology, no compensation. Only his lawyer, Justin Bonus, gripping his hand and telling him,
"Free, man. You free, brother. You free."
Meanwhile, the people responsible for stealing nearly half a century of his life said,
"We still have our anxiety. We still have our depressions. We still have our fears."
Sometimes, and not just a woman, but...
So Vincent Simmons is picked up randomly with 6 other black men. They pick him out of a lineup, lie and say that he held a knife to him and violated them, lie in court, lie on the police reports. This man is sitting in prison, they're living their life. Never do they recant their statement or put in an affidavit to try to tell the truth when they get to an age where they feel like, hey, you know what? We've lived with this horrible lie for all these years. No, they sit on it. Luckily, he has somebody fighting for him. They find the documentation. The hidden documentation would show that these women were actually having inappropriate relations with their cousin. The man gets out. He's not compensated. And they're still saying that they're traumatized by what happened. Your cousin's the one who did what he was doing. This man is innocent. I'm telling you, man, there's some evil in the world, and some people don't care about lying about you, putting you behind bars. And this right here is just not one but 2 women with hate in their heart, racist. And that's why I say, man, you can't try to make people who don't like you. You can't make people try to love you because of whatever your beliefs are. Some people, man, they're just dirty, man. And in this case right here, 44 years, man, and you're in there and you're telling people you're innocent, and people are like, yeah, right, blah, 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 blah. You're trying to get somebody to believe you. You're fighting. This guy, man, his whole life, he's 70-something years old. He's been in there, man. He missed everything. He's missed out on the tech boom. He's missed out on opportunity to have with his family, grandkids, if he had grandkids, kids. I mean, just being able to have a life. It's sad, man. It's sad. And that's why, there needs to be justice reform. There's a lot of dirty people in the judicial system. They had paperwork that showed this, and it took 44 years for it to come out. Imagine if that paperwork would have got burnt somewhere. This guy, everybody's saying, yeah, you're a liar. You're not, you're guilty. You're not telling the truth. 44 years, man. God, man. Wow. 44 years for something you didn't do? Randomly walking home, you just get picked up. And see, in some of those places, it's just, you get in there, shut up, get over here. You're right. You don't have no rights. You're basically kidnapped. Where's the justice in this? Those women should be locked up. They should lock those women up. Oh, man. Sad story, man. I'm glad the brother's home, though, after all those years. Leave a comment, share the channel, let me know what you guys think about this.